and how you doing? This is Gizmo, and I'm going to go over LoAi Windows Style Agent. This is the OpenAI website. This is the first AI bot. Well, not the first, but I've made a few here. With the new agent system, I pretty much taught this how to just be a designer for color schemes for my user interface. Um, I'd like to just be able to ask it generally what I want in human terms and then have it spit out the dialog table color scheme for me. And I've used, like, I wrote my own documentation on the tables, wrote it out in English, gave it a file, and this is where we're at right now. So you can talk to it in a normal way, like let's start off with like a simple prompt, like I want a user. Actually, don't even have to get that far. I would like you to imagine a dark, starry night. Starry night in which the moon, in which there is a blood moon. Let this style reflect a more dark, evilish theme and colors. Alright, so we'll see what it comes up with. I'll just hit enter here. It's just real time. Let's see how long of my little agent I created, little bot to be a human to generate table code for me so I don't have to. And it even tells you why it's picking the colors here in the commenting. It's nice. And it'll give you a little description at the bottom here as well. Let it finish generating here. Okay, so now that it's done, it gives us the description. You can read through that, whatever. The important part is I go to copy code. Now, if I go down to Legends of Aria here, this is my Aqua theme. So this guy's going to default to something crazy. Yeah, he does Aqua too. So here's what I want to do then, is we're going to change the color on what this looks like here for the user interface. And if I bring up like my skills window, we can just see the Aqua theme. And that's a table that was generated. So if we go here and I just simply paste this in, okay, and here's my dark starry night. I don't need to change anything else, so I'm going to save all. We'll go right back here. We will reload globals. And while that's reloading, I'll go back and grab this table key. All right, we want to use the dark starry night. So got info. Let's go ahead and add a variable here to the window style. We don't want it to be aqua anymore. All right, we'll start Starry Night. Chat GPT, what did you give us? I don't know what this looks like. Let's see. Okay, so this is the user interface in which Chat GPT generated based off of what I asked, right? So that's really not too bad. Some of the other ones it's made here, if I go back to my Dark Starry Night, this value I want to change. A previous one here was the regular Starry Night. The Black Forest kind of came out cool. Let me, well, it came out okay, but this was also a color scheme generated by this bot. So now that that's all saved, we'll load it back up again. And see, now we got this color. It's all changed. And the good thing about this bot is I can go back to it here when I'll load it up. Okay. So here we are, and I like kind of what it did. Could you update this to reflect only shades of red and darker gray colors? And we'll see what comes up here. Because, again, you could just talk to it in human and see what it comes back with, and it will give you the new table key, so you don't have to type in new table keys. So here we go. It's generating another one. Blah, 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 blah. That's, not important. What's important is I just copy that table, come right back into here, and we'll just paste it in. And, oop, my bad. About hitting the wrong buttons there. All right, so I'm just going to copy this as we're going to need it. We will save this in, go right back to the game, reload our globals. And I should make like a thing that allows me to like edit the a command to do the Windows tile, but for now this is fine because it's just early testing and stuff. But again, okay, now I got that new dark. Let's see what ChatGPT came up with. All right, so again, even this user interface doesn't look bad, right? The colors, and you can tweak these after the fact of what it generated. So the cool thing about these agents is that if you can just give them parts and pieces and describe them, they will shit out tables of content all day. I'm going to work on the dialogue one that helps me generate the dialogue tables so I can have it generate me a dialogue structure for like a story or whatever that it generates and makes up, right? This is the overall goal. Describe what you want, have it shit out the tables, paste the tables in, try them out, see if you like them, make your modifications. It's like having another person work for you, you know. So that's that's where I'm sitting on the AI stuff and trying to utilize it more towards the goal of modding like Shards Engine, Codex, LoA, things like that. So yeah, this is where I'm sitting in my projects. This is completely portable over to Codex, other than the fact that I got to fix this one little dialogue thing where I got the NPC image there, but everything should just transfer over and work as well in Codex. So that's kind of like where I'm sitting in like my project stuff, right? I don't know what you guys are doing, but if anybody's interested in this stuff, then actually that bot, if you're a premium member, as far as I know, I got it set up to only people I can give links, and so you could like use my code, and then if I get enough bots going, then I can have it help generate a lot of the garbage stuff that you don't want to do manually, and just boom, you got your big tables, all the stuff, and you just go in and populate it with your stuff. You don't have to write the tables, things like that, right? So a really huge help in speed and time, especially when it can make suggestions on like content stories, things like that, right? So it's a big avenue, a lot of trial and error, but I'm getting it whipped into shape here. And again, if anybody's interested in talking about this tech or wanting to incorporate this kind of stuff, feel free to open a dialogue anytime, and my door is always open. But again, I'm going to be building things that are AI driven, I think. At least tools to help do the bulk, right? Like create me a sword template for this with this name. Make sure these objivars are attached with these objvar elements. And could you go ahead and make that style of whatever for each one of these? And could you hue and color them based off of this theme? And hit enter, and it'll populate individual template files for you for every item, because in the document you give it a listing of what the templates look like and everything else, right? So you just teach it a little bit about it, and it'll just be able to shit out this these basic things that you don't want to deal with, right? And it really helps with speeding things up. So I'll keep progression on doing that, but my new mod coding setup is going to be wrote, and then the tables are going to be generated, and then I'm going to try to make a bot for every table to generate, so it's good at generating that just individual thing, small, tiny. Don't try to be a hero and get it to write the whole fucking game for you. Just use it for what it is, which is an intellectual tool that you can bounce ideas back and forth off of. And I think that's pretty much where I'm going to end this. It's getting kind of long, but that's where I'm at in my development stuff. I'm just curious if anybody else out there is doing stuff like this. So, again, thanks for watching, and have a good day.